Hey, this video is for Greek class, and it goes along with Croy chapter 15. In the previous video, I talked through just how to form the perfect tense, and both for the active and for the middle passive on the fourth and fifth principal parts. Now I'm going to give you some example sentences just so you can see how maybe you would translate it. And so this gives you some, some examples. Ego pepistuka ton logon to theou. I'm going to read it, immediately recognize that this is in the perfect tense because of the doubling at the front and the ka. And so this is, I have believed the word of God. And it's, I have believed it in the past, but I still continue to believe it today. And that's why we put it in the perfect tense, because the perfect tense has continuing implications for the present. I have believed the word of God. I didn't stop believing it. Or it's not just one thing I did in the past. Here's another one. Autos, which in this case is functioning as like he, and thetherapeuke teknon. There's my verb. I can immediately recognize it as in the perfect because of the doubling at the beginning, and it doubles with the t sound because a th, a theta, is going to just double the hard consonant. Thetherapeuke, and there's my kappa. He has healed a child, and the child is still healed to today, and so that's why we put this in the perfect tense. And so the perfect tense actually has some important theological implications about what especially Jesus does. He has saved, but yet his salvation still continues into the present. It's actually a really important verb tense. Here's another example. Hemes, heitoi makamen, ton arton esthein. The hemes is we. The toy makamen, the ka is what's really helping me recognize that as being in the perfect tense. And so it would say something like, we have prepared bread to eat, and now we're ready to eat because the bread is here, it's been prepared, it's still continuing into the present. Ego, eureka, autois. Eureka is an unusual one. I cannot guess that this is in the perfect, even though it's got the ka, and I can't guess what it's from, because it's literally from the verb lego. And so that's why you have to learn the irregular ones that are in your vocab. You just have to learn them. And you have to, if you can, learn the irregular ones that are in paragraph 105. I have spoken to them. The pluperfect, which is also a part of this, denotes action that happens prior to an action taking place. So the example I often use is the perfect would be like, I have graduated from college. Once you've done it, it's still taking place right now. The pluperfect, though, would tell you something that you had to do prior to graduating from college. Like, I had to write my final papers before I have graduated. I had to complete all my classes before I graduated. For the purpose of this class, you can recognize this form without having to learn everything. I wouldn't bother to memorize this, and that's that it has the reduplication, it has the kappa, and it has also an epsilon augment at the beginning. So it's just got like pretty much everything that you know so far. So elelukane, elelukase, eleluke, elelukamen, elelukate, elelukason. It's not something you see very often. Like I said, I think only 6 words ever do this in the New Testament. So we're not going to spend a ton of time worrying about this. But here's what you do want to focus on from this chapter is the perfect tense and being able to recognize it. And these are the 3 most important things for recognizing it. 1, reduplication at the beginning. That's your biggest indicator that you got a perfect tense. Your second biggest indicator is the ka infix. And then for the perfect middle passive, there's no connecting vowels. And so you're going to see the my, si, tai that were actually a part of what you learned in the present. And now you're kind of recognizing them here again. There's more examples in your textbook. We will do work on some of the quick quizzes and supplementary exercises in class. So we'll have plenty of time to practice this. I think you'll be able to get it real easily because it is super recognizable and it's building on all the things that we've talked about and learned so far. But if you have any questions, feel free to email me, and I will plan to see you in class. So if you want to bring those questions with you to class, that would be great as well. Okay, thanks.